They say love is pure. They say love is truth. But what they don't often tell you is that sometimes love wears a mask. Sometimes the very person who makes your heart race, who fills your nights with hope and your days with laughter, isn't who you thought they were. And yet, even behind the most painful masks, love leaves us with lessons that shape our souls forever. There was once a young woman named Alina, who lived in a quiet town. It was the kind of place where mornings began with the smell of fresh bread from the bakery, where children played in narrow streets, and where everyone greeted each other with familiar nods, but no one really knew the battles hidden in each other's hearts. Alina was gentle, thoughtful, and hopeful. She carried within her a deep longing to love and be loved in return. Her life was simple, predictable, even a little lonely, until the day she met Armand. It happened at a community festival. The town was alive with music and laughter, lanterns glowing against the evening sky, the aroma of roasted corn and sweet candy drifting to the crowd. Alina had gone with friends, not expecting anything extraordinary, but then she saw him. Armand. He had a presence that drew attention without trying. His smile was charming, his words warm, his laughter light. And when he looked at her, it felt as though she was the only person in the entire crowd. They spoke briefly that night, nothing too deep, but something about his voice, his eyes, and the way he listened made her feel as though fate itself had introduced them. That was the beginning. Armand and Alina began seeing each other often. At first, it was little things: an evening walk, a cup of tea at a small cafe, a book exchanged, a compliment whispered. Then it grew: long phone calls at night, flowers left at her door, messages that arrived at just the right moment. Armand knew exactly what to say to make her feel seen, wanted, cherished. He remembered the little details: her favorite song, her childhood dreams, the way she liked her coffee. For Alina, this was it. This was love. Finally, she thought, she had found the person who was meant for her. Her heart felt full in a way it never had before. Every day was a promise, every moment a memory. She trusted him with her laughter, her tears, her secrets. She told herself that this was the love people wrote about in poems, the kind of love that changed lives. But slowly, the mask began to slip. At first, she didn't notice. Love has a way of blinding us to the cracks, convincing us that small shadows are nothing to fear. But then little things began to happen. His calls became less frequent, his messages shorter. His voice, once full of excitement, carried the weight of distraction. He no longer asked about her day. He no longer cared about her dreams. Still, Alina tried to hold on. She told herself he was tired, busy, stressed. She thought maybe I wasn't giving enough, so she gave more. She gave her time, her energy, her heart, her soul. She convinced herself that if she just loved him harder, he would love her back the way he once did. But one evening, everything shattered. She had gone out for a walk, her thoughts heavy, her chest aching from all the doubts she carried. And there in the corner of a cafe, she saw him. Armand. But he wasn't alone. He was with another woman, laughing, smiling, his eyes lit up in the same way they once did for her. The same words, the same gestures, the same promises, repeated like a script. Her heart froze. Her legs trembled. For a moment, she couldn't breathe. She wanted to scream, to confront him, to ask why. But instead, she walked away. Silent tears burning her cheeks, the sound of her heart breaking louder than any words she could have spoken. The world around her blurred. The streets she once loved felt empty. The laughter of strangers felt cruel. Her home, once a place of comfort, became a prison of memories. Night after night, She lay awake replaying every conversation, every smile, every moment. Was it all a lie? Did he ever love her? Or was she living in a dream painted by his mask? The pain was unbearable. Her friends tried to console her, telling her to forget him, to move on, to remind her that she deserved better. But words don't heal broken hearts. She carried her grief alone, questioning herself. Maybe I wasn't enough. Maybe I was too much. Maybe I loved him more than I should have. She stopped painting. She stopped writing. She stopped laughing. Her world became quiet, heavy, colorless. The mirror no longer showed a woman full of hope, but a stranger with tired eyes and a hollow smile. One night, as rain tapped softly on her window, she whispered into the darkness, "Why? Why did this happen to me? What am I supposed to learn from this pain?" Her voice cracked, but somewhere deep inside, a small voice whispered back, not in words, but in feeling. And slowly, Alina began to see. She realized that Armand had never truly loved her. He loved how she loved him. He loved the attention, the devotion, the way she made him feel important. He wore a mask that mirrored her dreams, but behind it was emptiness. And yet, in his betrayal, he had unknowingly given her a gift, the chance to discover the truth about love. She began to understand that real love does not drain you. Real love does not make you question your worth. Real love does not hide behind masks or vanish when tested. Real love is steady, honest, open. Armand was the wrong person, but through him, she learned the right lesson. Never give your heart away so completely that you lose yourself. Never mistake sweet words for true love. Never confuse attention with affection. Her healing was not quick. Some mornings she woke with tears still on her cheeks. Some nights she still dreamed of him. But little by little, she began to rebuild. She picked up the brush and painted again. She filled her journals with words not of heartbreak, but of discovery. She laughed with friends, went on long walks, and found joy in small things. The warmth of tea, the softness of a book's pages, the colors of a sunrise. For the first time in years, she smiled without needing anyone to give her a reason. And when people asked about Armand, she no longer cried. She simply said, he was the wrong person with the right lesson. Alina's story is not unique. Many have worn the mask of love. Many have given their heart to someone who didn't deserve them. Many have been blinded by the sweetness of words only to discover the bitterness of truth. But the lesson is always the same. Love should not cost you yourself. So if you are listening to this, if you have loved someone who broke you, if you gave your heart only to be left in pieces, remember this: the pain you feel today is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of a new one. The heartbreak is not a punishment, but a teacher. The tears you shed are not signs of weakness, but seeds of strength. The mask of love may break your heart, but it will also open your eyes. And once your eyes are open, you will never settle for less again. You will learn to love yourself first. You will learn to recognize true love when it finally comes, because it will not hide, it will not drain, it will not wear a mask. Love is not meant to make you lose yourself. Real love will help you find yourself. So if you are here hurting, healing, or remembering, hold on. Your story isn't over. Your heart is still beating. Your soul is still shining. And one day, someone will see you, truly see you, and love you, not for how you loved them, but for who you are. And when that day comes, you will look back and realize that the heartbreak that once shattered you was actually the doorway to the love you truly deserved. If this story touched your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who might need this reminder, because sometimes a single story can heal a broken heart. Like this video, leave your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Life Lessons Library. Together, we can keep spreading stories that touch souls, heal wounds, and remind us all that even behind the masks, love still teaches us how to grow.